Hello and welcome back to the Talk and Talk. Welcome yet again to another review. So this week we are behind the wheel of the new GWM P300. The P300 is GWM latest introduction in the baggy segment. It is here to kind of replace but also kind of step above of the P series, which was kind of a success when it launched, I think in 2020 or 2021. This P300, although it is an MP300, you might think that it is a 3-liter engine. Unfortunately, it's not. It is a 2.4-liter 4-cylinder turbo diesel engine. Here, you get more power than the previous generation. You're looking at 135 kilowatts and 480 newton meters of torque, which is a little bit more powerful than what was before. That was a 2-liter with 120 kilowatts and 400 newton meters of torque or so. So the power increase is definitely something that stands out in this new GWM P300. What else stands out from the outside? If you pay close attention, you see that there are no more shiny bits here at the front end. The whole radiator grille has been refreshed. It has now a paint color to it. It looks kind of gray, kind of bluish, depending on the light. But to be honest, I do like it. It looks quite interesting. You still have the GWM logo here in chrome, which is also carrying the front-facing camera, which is part of the 360-degree camera assist. The lower bumper has also been kind of revised. You now get fog lamps, and it looks overall a little bit wider. You now get new wheels, which are 18-inch alloy wheels. I like the fascia. When you shine a light on it, it kind of bounce and makes it look quite interesting. On the side, nothing much has changed, but you can notice that it has a roof rail here. Not sure when it comes to the weight rating, but they look practical and functional because they have one of those screwing spot in there. But overall, the side looks pretty much the same. You get plastic side step here, which you kind of have to be careful when it comes to off-roading, so you don't want to slide it over rocks and whatnot. But yeah, I think it looks interesting. And if we move to the rear, nothing much has changed. The tail light kind of have a little bit of a smoke vibe to them, but it is pretty much the same. One of the biggest difference that you notice is that the tailgate is now embossed with the GWM lettering here at the back. You still get the same tailgate, which is smooth opening. As you can see, it goes down quite smoothly. And one of the best and most interesting thing about this backy is that you get this, a step on the tailgate, which allows you to safely climb on top of your loading bed, which is pretty interesting, I have to say. You also get loading bed coating here with the, not sure how they call it again, but yes, you do get coating for your load bed. And yeah, pretty interesting. What I would have liked though is for GWM to maybe introduce rolling bed shutter or maybe rolling bed covers, and would have made it quite interesting. But overall, the step is quite useful, and it is an interesting view here, I have to say. All right, let's jump on board of the new P300. Feels very solid, I have to say. The door shutting is very good. I think the first thing you'll notice when you jump inside this cabin is this, the Firejet inspired gear lever, which looks a bit overkill, but it is interesting. People like to talk about it. I think it looks good. On board all versions of the P300, you get the same interior, which is well crafted. I like it. It is very good. You get a lot of soft touch materials throughout. You get a mix of leather, and I think it's just faux leather everywhere, right? You get a little bit of ambient lighting, and there's an Easter egg here. If you pay close attention, you see that there's a backy here. I think it is the P300. I mean, it looks like a backy. Here in the middle, you get an infotainment screen, which is compatible with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto wirelessly. You get all your shortcuts for your climate control here, which I do appreciate. It is much better than having everything embedded in the screen. Although most of the functions are still in the screen, as you can see, maybe you'll be able to capture it. There are a lot of fingerprints, you know, on the screen here, but overall it works, and you get all the shortcut buttons here for your fan speed and for different defrosting modes, and even to go into the shortcut of the seat functions. I mean, it's functional, it is good. You get air vents here with this chrome aluminum finish trim. around it. You get two USB port here, one on tap C and one on tap A. A little bit disappointing that the data port is the USB Type A, which is kind of old because many people now they uses the Type C as the data cable. But yeah, it is there. You get wireless charging port here, as well as a 12-volt power socket. This wireless charger is 50 watts rated, which is good. It kind of warms up your phone a bit, but it does charge as well. It's not like the others that just overheat your phone and don't do anything. But yeah, it is functional. Here in the middle, you get your driving mode selector, which helps you switch between eco, normal, and sport mode. I don't really see the need of having to go sport on this, but yeah, I've been driving in a normal mode most of the time. You get shortcut button here on the left for your differential locking, follow, as well as your parking overview. I see there are blank spots here, which I don't know if there are options to spec these and probably put some auxiliary items there, but yeah, they do work. In the middle, you get leather wrap central armrest here, which hides a nice cool cubbyhole box here, and yeah, I think it looks interesting. In front of you, you have a digital instrument cluster. It is a 7-inch instrument cluster that displays all the right informations, such as your trip meters, your fuel range, and whatnot. Works quite good. You get a leather wrap steering wheel with black or dark gray stitching here in the middle. It is a 3-spoke steering wheel. You get this aluminum finish here at the bottoms, as well as all the multifunction controls, all essentials to using your steering wheel here. One of the standout things about this Becky has to be this. The sunroof here. It is not panoramic, but it is sunroof just here for the front occupant, which I think it looks good. Is it really necessary? No, it is a selling piece. Definitely it is. And I do think that a lot of people would appreciate having a Becky with this. But overall, I think the cabin is very well designed. It is neat. It is very comfortable. You get these comfortable heated seats. You do not get cooling function here. You get it in the top derivative LTD, but overall they do work. They're fully electric. You can adjust them properly, and yeah, they feel very good. You get warming function, like I mentioned, very essential for your winter days. Okay, let me quickly demonstrate what it's like to be a passenger here at the back. I do like how that door closes, and so here's the passenger space at the back. This is my current driving position. I have plenty of knee room, plenty of leg room here for my feet to slide under the driver's seat. Decent amount of headroom. It is pretty good and comfortable here. So you get isotrophics anchorage and an armrest. Interestingly, it does not come with cup holders like many others. Armrest come with cup holders, but it has functionals. You can lay on it, and yeah, it's pretty good. You get kind of a 3-point seat belt here for the middle passenger, which is interesting, and yeah, feels good, I have to say. You get 2 USB Type A port here at the back, air vent, and there's a cubby hole here where you can hide your phone, and also you get pockets behind the driver's seat and the passenger seat here at the back. Overall, it feels pretty good here. In terms of safety, you get a total of 6 airbags, and you get all the basic safety features such as your ABS, ESP, EBD, and whatnot. But you also get a suite of advanced features such as your lane keep assist, lane departure warning, forward collision warning, and all the bells and whistle, including the 360-degree park assist camera, which is very good. And yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to the interior, I have to say. If I had to rate it out of 10, I'll give it a solid 9. It feels like an SUV. It does not feel like a Becky. You get plenty of space, even for people of my height, which I don't know how many times I say that, but yeah. And yeah, it is quite roomy in here, I have to say. Pretty good, pretty comfortable. And let's get on to driving. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, what is it like to drive the new GWM P300? Well, the P300 is very good to drive, I have to say. I have very little to complain. What I like here is that you have a very good steering feedback. The steering has a very good weight to it, which feels very good. It's not too assisted, not too light, which is good. You get pedal shifters at the back, which can help you cycle through the 9-speed from this 9-speed automatic transmission. The combination between the 2.4 liter and the 9-speed automatic transmission works very well. I have nothing to complain here. It selects the right gear every time you want to go. It doesn't feel like it's lagging even when overtaking. It is very quick at shifting gears, so it is a very good combination. Besides that, the suspension is very well tuned. The rear end might seem a bit too soft, but it feels alright. I took it to a light 4x4 trail, which didn't really feel like 4x4, but yeah, the car handled it like a champ. When it comes to fuel consumption, GWM claims that this new P300 of the 2.4 liter engine can average somewhere around 7.8 and 8 liters per 100 kilometers, depending on the derivative that you get. Well, I think that's kind of enthusiastic, because since I had it, it's been quite difficult to reach anything below 9 liters per 100 kilometers. So I've been driving it in normal mode, because remember, you get 3 driving modes: eco, normal, and sport. I didn't really feel the need to drive it in sport mode, so living in a normal mode, I was averaging somewhere around 9.4 and 9.8 liters per 100 kilometers, which is actually good. It's not too bad, because if you look at the competition such as the Ford Ranger Wild Track, you probably see yourself around 12 or so or whatnot, but anything below 10 is admirable. So I think that is very good when it comes to the fuel consumption. So if you're looking to get yourself into this new GWM P300, you're looking at 599,900 rand, so basically 600,000 rand for the non 4x4 derivative for the 4x2. And if you want to go to this 4x4 derivative, you're gonna have to pay an extra 50,000 rand more, which will make it at around 650 or 649,000 rand, which is very much a bargain, to be honest, for this car, for what you get out of it. So you get loads of amount of features, you know, very comfortable cabin, and the car drives pretty well. Like, the suspension is well calibrated, but it's very good. It doesn't really feel like a leather on frame kind of baggy. You feel like it's an SUV. It's very solid. The rear hand isn't really shaking when going over bumps, and the steering has a very good weight to it. And I think it makes a very good leisure baggy, because this is what it is. It is kind of a leisure baggy, something you drive every day to work and back. So not something you really want on the side where you load it with tons of material, which I'm not saying that it's not capable, but yeah, it is a leisure baggy, something that you drive every day to work and back and whatnot. But yeah, overall, I think this new P300 really stands out for itself. Should you buy this P300 or not? Well, I think you should definitely consider it. If money is your first option when you're thinking of buying a baggy, you want to shop within a budget, I think the P300 will make sense. It has the right amount of power to stand out to the competition, and it also has a ton of features that actually surpass some of its rivals. I think it is a very good contender in this 4x4 segment for what they give you and the price that this car is set at. I think it is a bargain. So definitely you should check it out, book yourself a test drive, and yeah, tell me what you think about this new GWM P300.